Um, so like I said, I just heard from someone who got one of those on their car, and when I looked it up, it came across your website. So tell me just a little bit about what you're doing.
This is my final project for one of my classes. And I've had this idea for a while, for like the past like 3 years,
Uh
since
huh.
like John Hinckley Jr. was released from prison and saw that he had a music career. I was just like, wouldn't it be funny if he played a concert in Highland Park where he's from
Uh
originally?
huh.
And then beyond that, the class is a culture jamming class, which refers to a range of tactics used to critique and like subvert the norm. And
What's
then
it called? Culture.
culture jamming,
Okay, culture jamming.
yes.
Okay.
Couple like examples of people who do culture jamming, or an example is the Yes Men. That's one that we watched a bunch of in class and was
Okay.
highly inspired by because they like just do hoaxes and pranks like this.
Okay. So how many flyers would you say you've distributed around the town?
So far, I would probably say like 100. I have
Okay.
a lot more. I don't know if I'm gonna continue. Probably will continue doing this just because there's another Christmas tree lighting next week in Highland Park.
Okay. And tell me just what the like project is sort of about. Like, what are you trying to get at?
So I grew up in Highland Park, and
Okay.
one of the things about Highland Park is they kind of just shove the bad stuff under the rug and highlight the good stuff.
Okay.
And one of those like really good examples is how they talk about all these athletes from Highland Park and Angie
Sure.
Harmon and all these celebrities, but they don't talk about the bad stuff that happens to learn from that.
Okay.
And like even just with like experiences I had like growing up in Highland Park and friends had, if you are struggling, people would most of the time rather just shove that under the rug than
Hmm.
address it. I've just had either personal experiences of that happening or like
Yeah.
experiences of friends just they get caught smoking weed one time. It's their first time ever smoking. Their parents are like, okay, you're going to wilderness in Utah, and
Yeah.
like that messes with their mind. Being stuck in Utah for 2 years messes with their mind way more than smoking weed one time would have. And like, there's a chance they might not have smoked that weed again.
So it's like you're trying to sort of just see what the reaction is to bringing up one of the things that the town is has tried to shove under the rug.
Yes,
Okay. Have you heard any responses yet?
I saw something on next door from someone named Stacy,
Okay.
just complaining about someone leaving it on their car, and then like a comment on there.
Okay. Yeah, we just got an email from someone who was not happy about it being left, and so yeah, I was just kind of curious.
Mm-hmm.
So you may distribute more. You're just kind of not sure yet.
Yeah, so originally I was gonna like distribute them around the town, like on like telephone poles and stuff like that, but I kind of wanted to save money on gas and stuff, and didn't want to
Sure.
have to drive all around town. And then I saw online that they were doing the Christmas tree lighting in Starter Plaza, and I'm like, okay, that's just everyone will be there, and I can just distribute them then. But it turns out I had bought like hockey tickets for the Stars game
Oh,
last night
yeah.
weeks ahead of time, and so I could only go for about an hour. And in that moment, I like kind of improvised and was just like, okay, let's just put these on people's windshields. I was
Okay.
originally gonna have like a videographer film me handing them out to people, but he also canceled last minute, and so that just ended up not working out.
Okay. And so do you still live in Highland Park or just in North Texas now?
North Texas.
Okay. And you said you're a senior at
Yes.
a university?
Yes.
Okay. Um, okay, well, I'm not positive if we're going to write yet. I just wanted to kind of talk about it. And
Hmm.
you said you need to be anonymous, right?
Yes, I would
Okay.
prefer to. I mean,
Okay.
it doesn't have to be super anonymous. I just wouldn't want my name on there, but like
Yeah.
personal details are fine.
Okay. And so, like you grew up in Highland
Yeah,
Park.
you can
That's
tell
fine to
all that
say.
stuff. I'll give all like any information you want other than like name and university.
Okay. How old are you now?
I'm 27.
27. Okay. Um, and anything else that you want to mention just about what you're doing?
I have a bunch of notes that I took just to, that explain culture jamming. And then there's the stuff on the website too that already explains it. If you want me
Yes.
to re-explain that, or
Oh no, I can pull that from the website. No
okay,
worries. Okay. Well, if I have any other questions, or if we decide we're going to write something, can I just send you an email?
yes, you can.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Okay. Bye.
Awesome, thank you.